If you're looking for the best Wi-Fi extender, here's a list you must see. We made this list based on our personal preference and sorted it based on the features, prices, quality, durability, and reputation of the manufacturers and customer feedback. Also, we've included options for every type of customer. So let's get started. At the first position of our list, we have TP-Link Geekz1500. During our range testing, we were blown away by the performance of the TP-Link Geekz1500. This device stayed connected to a mobile device at a longer distance than any other extender that we've seen. As far as setup goes, the Geekz1500 was easier to connect to our current router than most of the extenders in our review, and it does not require an app for mobile devices. The Geekz1500 has mesh capabilities, so your device will always connect to the strongest signal, whether it is the extender or your primary router. This version has a gigabit Ethernet port if you'd like to hardwire a TV, console, computer, or printer straight into the extender. Although the TP-Link Geekz1500 emits Wi-Fi over an extensive range, its speed is not quite up to par with the fastest extenders. If you're planning on using an extender for gaming or other applications that require a high Mbps rate, you may want to consider a faster model. The Geekz1500 is also not the most stylish wall plug model. It sticks out from the wall nearly 2 inches, and with 2 antennas, it doesn't exactly have a sleek look. Flaws aside, this is one of the best Wi-Fi extenders that we've ever gotten our hands on, and we'd recommend it to those looking for a wall plug model with fantastic range. Moving on to the next at number 2 with Netgear X5000. If you don't feel like downloading apps, resetting your router, or dealing with confusing instruction pamphlets, we'd highly recommend the Netgear X5000. Netgear claims that this product takes 5 minutes to set up, but we'd say it's more like 3 minutes. It does not require an app. Any browser will guide you through the setup process by simply going to the website listed on the box or scanning the QR code. Although it's a bit boxy, the X5000 is compact and has a discreet look to it. This model can connect up to 25 devices, the highest number that we've seen to date. Where this model truly shines is the speed it delivers. During our Mbps test, the X5000 was much faster than any other wall plug model that we've used to date. Unfortunately, the Netgear X5000 does not offer mesh capabilities, so you'll need to manually change back to your primary router if you're in a location where that signal is more substantial. With a compact design comes a lack of an Ethernet port. If you're looking to plug directly into an extender, you'll need to go with a different model. Despite these small drawbacks, this is still a fantastic Wi-Fi extender, especially regarding ease of setup and speed. The number 3 position is held by TP-Link R120. One of our favorite Wi-Fi extenders that we've ever had the pleasure of testing is the TP-Link R120. Setup is made easy with a QR code on the box that links to the app and guides you through a setup that takes mere minutes. We love its stylish look and the fact that it's no larger than the average air freshener or nightlight. Despite its size and aesthetics, the RE220 has still managed to fit in an Ethernet port, which is fantastic. Though this model's range is excellent for home use, we'd recommend choosing a model that projects a signal over more extensive square footage for businesses or special events. On that note, it's not the fastest repeater. If you're looking to get maximum megabits per second Mbps for gaming or an office, look for a faster model. Despite that, we still think it's great for most applications. Next at number 4, we have Netgear Ease 8000. Claiming the top spot for mesh network-enabled extenders is the Netgear Ease 8000. With a range of 2,500 square feet, this device would be perfect for an office or special event. This model has 4 Ethernet ports, so it'd be ideal for a situation where you'd want to hardwire several devices. The Ease 8000 easily integrates with the Netgear Nighthawk app that guides you through a seamless setup. Most extenders require you to create a new network name, which means that you'll be switching your devices back and forth between the extender and the router as you move about the house or office. The Ease 8000 creates a mesh network that uses one name for the whole system, so you can move from the router zone to the extended area without dropping the signal. If you're looking for a small wall-mount style plug-in Wi-Fi extender, this is not the one. It's pretty big, and you're going to have to find some room for in your house. It's similar to the size of a 2010-era router. It's also on the pricier side for these products. If you don't need a massive range and multiple Ethernet ports, it may make sense to get something a bit cheaper. That said, For those that want to maximize coverage and move around without switching networks, the Ease 8000 is a great choice. The number 5 position is held by TP-Link N300. The TP-Link N300 is an excellent choice if you need a decent Wi-Fi extender at an affordable price. This device has a more tolerable look than models with several extra antennas, and as with all wall plug mount models, there are no wires or cords to deal with. The setup process for the N300 was exceptionally quick and easy, with a QR code on the box that directly links your phone to the proper avenue for downloading the TP-Link Tether app. The TP-Link N300 lacks in a few ways. First off, the range is unimpressive, and it's not the fastest due to its single 2.4 GHz band. It also only allows connection for 8 devices, so if you need to boost the signal for lots of computers, phones, and tablets, the N300 is probably not the right choice. We think this extender would be more well-suited for 1 or 2 devices in a smaller space than an entire home or office. The number 6 position is dominated by TP-Link RE300. If you're in the market for a Wi-Fi extender that looks good, works well, and connects many devices, check out the TP-Link RE300. This model can support up to 25 devices, just as many as any extender in our review. This makes it an excellent choice for households or offices with extra numbers of devices. Thanks to its dual bandwidth, it also has decent speed and range. This model has no antennas, giving it a nice, sleek look, which we liked. One way that we found that the RE300 fell short is the lack of an Ethernet plug. This device can only repeat wireless signals. As far as wall plug style models go, the RE300 is also not the most affordable extender. But if you need an extended signal for several devices, we still think it's a reliable option. Moving on to the next at number 7 with Netgear X5150. Right out of the box, the Netgear X5150 stood out to us with how easy the setup process was. The Netgear Nighthawk app allows you to automatically set up the extender using their Smart Connect mesh system without having to rename a network or reconnect all of your devices to a new network. This simple process, coupled with the wall plug design and lack of wires, will have you boosting your signal in a matter of mere minutes. The X6150 also offers a substantial range for a wall plug style model, 1200 square feet. We love that this model has an unobtrusive look and that it doesn't stick out of the wall very far. However, this model has only one Ethernet port, so if you're looking to hardwire several devices straight into your extender, this is not the one. The X6150 is also on the pricey side. Despite that, if you're looking for an extender that seamlessly integrates with your current wireless system, we think that it's worth the time saved. The number 8 position is held by BrosTrend Wi-Fi Extender. We like that the BrosTrend C1200 package includes an Ethernet cable for its port located on the bottom of the unit. Its classic look of a small box with 2 antennas isn't quite as snazzy as other models, but is also much less of a mess to look at than the models with several antennas. During our internet speed trials, the BrosTrend finished in the middle of the road compared to the other models in our review. We weren't fans of the setup for this device. Although it does have a WPS button function for pairing with a router, BrosTrend does not have an app. So you'll need to navigate to their website to create the administrator login and password for the extender, and then write it down on a piece of paper for backup. Next at number 9, we have D-Link DAP-1720. With a range of 1100 SQ feet and an Ethernet cable port, the D-Link DAP-1720 is a pretty solid Wi-Fi extender and a solid choice for a wall plug model for someone who requires a decent amount of range. We found the signal indicator to be handy for letting the user know their connectivity level with the primary router. This model finished reasonably well for a dual-band model during our speed test. With its 3 antennas, we didn't think the DAP-1720 is the most modern-looking model. So if you're looking for a device that doesn't draw attention to itself, this isn't the one. It's also a bit top-heavy and, in certain outlets, nearly falls out off the wall. The setup process for the D-Link system seems a bit archaic compared to the models that have their own apps associated with them, so we weren't the most pleased with it. A configuration card with passwords and codes are included in this package that could easily get lost. Finally, the number 10 position is dominated by Galaway G1208. There were a few things about the Gallaway G1208 that we liked. It's great to have a signal indicator ring to let you know how much signal it is sending through from the router. The G1208 is also one of the only wall plug style Wi-Fi extenders that we've seen with 2 Ethernet ports. Unfortunately, we have more complaints about this model than kind things to say about it. The setup process is complicated, and we didn't find the instruction booklet to be very helpful. We also found that the Gallaway G1208 8-signal tends to drop to practically nothing at random. With 4 antennas, this model is a bit silly looking, too. Unless you like making your device look like it's making funny hand gestures, we'd recommend a more simplistic design that does a better job. That's all for today. We upload product review videos every single day, so don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for the upcoming video notification.